Good evening, excellent and extraordinary Negroes. We are here to talk about House of the Dragon, Episode 8, The Lord of the Tides. I am Jade, and we were late, so we didn't even do a countdown. Who's next?
Oh, Carla Stillwell, aka Carlos Valerian. Yes, House Valerian. That is me. I'm still at this week. I am still of House Valerian.
Your numbers are dwindling, my friend.
I know.
I'm Desmond, first of his name, and I'm here to talk about it all. Let's go. Let's do this.
Let's just.
Okay. Question of the day. What was it? Is blood thicker than water?
What is yes? Well, no.
Yes.
Legacy or blood?
Because one of them said that in this episode. They said their high Valerian version of it. But yes.
Uncle Corliss.
What are we talking about? Are we talking about legacy? Are we talking about name?
Yeah.
Or DNA?
Name and legacy came up a lot in this episode.
Oh, yes.
Yes, it did, because we know somebody's not going to have their name. Well, a couple people are not going to have their names.
Tony Bagels on time. Tony Bagels, figure out who you are, Tony. I was hoping I was going to meet you in Omaha this weekend.
So, which is stronger? The volley for legacy or following the blood?
Well, we know that Targaryens are all about their blood, trying to keep the bloodline strong, trying to strengthen the family ties through that. I don't know. I think legacy for them comes with the blood, whereas Uncle Corliss only cared about he wanted that name to live on.
Yeah, I agree with Uncle Corliss. It's who is actually biologically connected to who. We forget about that after generations. That name, though, is what's important. And that was his thing. He was like, we will have our name in the history books in these high positions.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I think he had a bigger picture. He could see a bigger picture than his brother could.
Right.
What about you, Jade? What do you think?
I think I would follow Uncle Corliss. Your name is what is important, because especially for Black people, how many cousins do I have that I'm not related to? How many children can't be aunt that I don't have any blood relation to?
But do you think that people care about their name living on now, like it for us?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Okay.
I do. I'm very, very serious about that Stillwell name. Okay. That's why that's one of the reasons I started the organization I started. I was very serious about my mother's name being living beyond not my name, my mother's name living beyond me.
Right.
Gotcha.
My mother is a C, and she had 7 sisters and only 1 brother, and he only had daughters.
Was that a big deal? Like as far as the name for him?
Well, my grandfather had other brothers, so there are still C's, but there's only 1 male C from my grandfather's line, and that has been a topic of conversation amongst the cousins. So yeah.
I too am from a very female dominant family, and most of the Stillwells they took their mother's name. A lot of them took the name. It's not their father's name. So we're serious about this Stillwell name. You meet a Black Stillwell, we are related.
and some of my female cousins and I have had conversation about changing our last name to C, or hyphenating the C so that we still have some C's around. So I think the name is important.
Do you think that based off of a lot of us, a good majority of us not actually being able to trace back what our actual family names are, that's a way for us to try to keep something, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
I think it's based off of my family dynamic. I could give a crap about my last name. Living on, I don't. I really don't. That we'll unpack that later.
Okay.
For drinks. That's for drinks.
Okay, so this episode, The Lord of the Tides, let's do a short show summary, and then we'll have the numbers. 6 years later, with the Driftmark succession suddenly critical to things, Uncle Vaymond and Rhaenyra attempts to strike a bargain with Rhaenys. The Hightowers are doing the most. Uncle Vaymond?
Uncle Vaymond? Uncle Vaymond.
And the award goes to King Viserys.
Oh,
baby. Oh. Baby, when you talk about dragging your dead carcass out the bed. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
I should have just started playing the wobble when he came.
We'll talk about this I guess when we get there, but no, I have to say it. So did y'all watch y'all watch Chappelle's show?
Yes.
And he did that when he did that one parody of the movies, and it was Bigfoot, Littlefoot.
Yes.
That's all I could think of.
Bigfoot, Littlefoot. Bigfoot, Littlefoot.
I should be laughing. Oh my God. Because I knew when he said no to the milk of the poppy, I was like, oh, he about to make it epic. He's not going to be high for this.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You ain't gonna be drugging me.
Yeah.
Otto Hightower.
I can't remember what his name is, but I know he's a Grand Maester. I just wanted to give a shout out to the Black Grand Maester.
Well, you know what I called him. Grand Maester Ginger Ale.
I just had to give him a shout out because I liked it.
I have ever heard in my life, and I that there, Grandmaster Ginger Ale, everything, and he had a lot of things.
Yeah,
he was out here giving He was giving ginger ale and the poppy root and the milk of the poppy to everybody.
And wasn't he the one that was making suggestions when they were just leeching him?
Yeah.
And
He was trying. I still feel like those maesters were trying to kill that man. I really do. And like ginger ale was just like, what if we just didn't? No, we're going to do this.
Well, now ginger ale is clearly the head maester. He's clearly what would he be now on the surgical floor? What would he be? He's not a resident anymore. He's the head of old college.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what kind of doctor Viserys needed, but I would start with dermatology. I would start there.
Yeah.
Oh God. So anyway.
All right. Well,
yeah. I guess we'll get to that.
Yeah, this was the question I had in my mind before, and I lost it.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of ailment does Viserys have?
Is it leprosy?
That's what we said.
It has to be
because it's not grayscale.
No, he has the leprosy.
I know he pricked his finger and cut himself on the throne. Maybe he's got some kind of like lead poisoning doesn't do that to you. Like I don't know.
No. I don't know. In my vast medical knowledge, anything that makes body parts fall off,
it would be leprosy.
And tumors and on your skin and boils. Yes,
yeah.
That's why I'm saying they're trying to kill him. Like they are not helping this man.
When he took the mask off.
Oh my God! I can see all the way through.
Batman Two-Face feelings right there.
It made me make my Muppet face. I watched the whole thing like this.
It was stinky and bad. And okay, all right. So let's back up.
Yes.
So in the Driftmark, with the grandma and the baby, and I think that's Bela.
That's Bela.
And Bela has been feeding information to her daddy.
Yep.
Which is why they put her there in the first place.
Yep.
But Rhaenys she's still holding on to, they killed her son.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
She ain't letting that go.
But she's not letting go of what her husband said. Even though she knows that he's wrong, she still was saying or telling Vaymond, the king will have your tongue for that.
Yes. Respecting her husband's wishes. Yeah.
And respecting her cousin. Like, I think that she has genuine love for Viserys, and she never felt a way that it was him, not her, in a personal way. She knew it was crap, but I think she has genuine love and respect for her cousin.
She said that like 2 episodes ago. She was like, I let that go a long time ago. Why are we still talking about this?
Right.
Yeah.
And then what happened? Okay, then we go to King's Landing. No.
Dragon's blood.
We're in Dragonstone.
Yeah, they left. That was the next scene after, because Baylor sent the raven to her daddy.
Right. And he opened up the scroll and...
Yeah, but before that, he went and got himself some dragon eggs.
Yeah, he got 3 eggs.
That's right. A clutch of 3 eggs.
From Rhaenyra's dragon.
Yes. Sea smoke?
Sure, let's go with that.
Okay.
No, Rhaenyra's isn't sea anything.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, I forgot. No, I lost it again.
Oh, wait, I wrote it down. Hold on. Syraxis.
There you go.
Syraxis.
Right? Is that right? Did I get something right? Because I'm about to give myself points.
I think that is correct. And
I
so
think you get that right.
Those 3 eggs, technically, thinking ahead, will go to her 3 children by Daemon.
Yes. The one in the womb. Well, Aegon. And I forgot the other one's name.
Viserys,
yes. How did I forget that?
And then she is pregnant with a 3rd.
And she was proud to show off that platinum hair. She was like, look at the locks. Look at them.
She was like, thank God this is over.
And okay, I'm not gonna say anything because I'm not gonna say anything.
No, we want to hear it.
This is a spoiler. It's a spoiler for the next episode.
Then you definitely don't say anything.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything.
Well, you have to tell me when we're off because I want to hear the spoiler.
Okay. So then we get to King's Landing, and the High Towers are in control. They have made some changes to King's Landing. So they're the ones that took some of the dragons down.
Yep.
And inserted the Faith of the Seven. And so this is really early in the history that has changed. It wasn't Robert Baratheon. Right. It was the High Towers that did that.
We talk a lot about parallels between this show and the previous show, and whenever somebody starts just going all in on the 7, just goes sideways, man. Yeah, they start leaning into religion. It goes sideways.
Tony, I'm not gonna spoil it. No,
we got a couple of people up in the chat today.
Yeah, and we have somebody in the room waiting to get in. Should I let them in?
You should.
I think so. It's my
hey, I know
hello.
her.
Hello, beautiful people. How are you?
Hello, what's up? Julia.
Hello, Julia.
I thought I would dip in. I haven't seen you guys in 7 weeks, so I decided to say what's up.
Yeah.
Have you seen this episode?
I haven't.
Okay, she's gone now. She's gone.
Wow.
I know.
Get her out of here.
Otherwise, I would have been here all day. But I met Desmond in person. Oh my gosh. And Carla, I haven't seen you in forever.
I know, right?
I just wanted to say hi.
Okay, all right.
Hi, love.
And I bought you catfish.
Yes.
Y'all are not related. You know, once you buy,
I know that's my brother.
like
From
people buy
now.
each other catfish and cousins.
I know. Once you give me some catfish and fry, he didn't bring me no ketchup though. He did.
Yeah,
he
they
did.
were skimping on the ketchup. I told him I was rationing my 2 packets.
Oh my
yeah,
Lord.
he did give me some
I'm
Louisiana,
sorry.
but
It has
you know,
turned
I
into
can't always
something
get down with
else.
that. Yeah,
We're going to get back to talking about House of the Dragon in just 1 second. All right, bye, Julia.
Bye.
Okay, so how much do we hate Alicent?
Oh, our hate is still palpable. Like I can taste the hate. On a scale of 0 to punch her in the face, I'm really at a bop her in the back of the head with a dull knife. Like, bit. That's where I am.
Well, to answer that question, I have to skip ahead to her toast. I don't think I didn't feel anything genuine about that. So
Because it wasn't.
Yeah, she's still same old, same old.
Because she's a heifer.
So here's a question.
That's medieval Karen, baby.
So was that moon tea that she gave that young girl that was raped by her son?
I forgot
or
about
poison?
That part.
I think it was moon tea. I think she's like, we're gonna get rid of it. We're gonna give you this money.
I have a theory. I don't think the maid gave her the real stuff. Because the maid is working for Damon's old girl. I don't think she gave him the good stuff. That plan B, medieval plan B.
I like that.
I think, I mean, I don't know, that could be, but I got the sense that that child is dead, especially in the next scene when the girl asks.
Helena asked for her?
Yeah, the servant girl, and she hugged her. Alicent hugged her.
I think she hugged her because she's like, what the hell did I do? Why did I marry you to this monster? I think that's what that hug was. That's my feeling for what that hug was about.
Yeah, here's the thing. Alicent and her father are half slick. They're not really slick. They're half slick. They so slick they slide past themselves. I think she thinks that her little like tricks will always work. So paying her off and giving her the moon tea, I think that she thinks that's enough.
Why pay her if you're just going to kill her?
Right. Like Alicent wouldn't have played that kind of mind game. She's Karen. She's a Karen.
She's born again 7, so she thinks she's doing a good thing.
Like I don't think she got rid of her. Murdered her.
Okay, so Tony says that he hates Alicent, but he's open to reconsidering. She was in a hard place. Plus, Viserys handled things foolishly.
You are in a hard place that you put yourself in, that you could have gotten out of by just being a better person.
That is true.
And why are we mad at Viserys for trying to protect his daughter?
Who's mad at Viserys?
I'm not mad.
Well, Tony's saying Viserys handled things foolishly. What did he handle foolishly?
Okay, this is another question. Where did all of this go wrong? What is the seed of the destruction?
I don't think it was naming Rhaenyra instead of Daemon. I think it was not marrying
the little girl. Yeah, Rhaena. That's where it went wrong.
I understand. She was 12, but there was an agreement. You ain't gonna sleep with her until she comes of age, which is still weird. But that's where it just went left.
I think so too. I think that's where it all went wrong.
I agree with that.
Married the wrong person. We saw the same thing happen with what's his name, Stark, Rob.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Rob made the same mistake.
Parallels.
Yeah. And
history repeating itself.
Mm-hmm.
Javen, you can't see Tony's chats because he's in Facebook and you're in YouTube. But okay, so was my next question? Oh, let's go here.
But
not that one. Not that one. Not yet.
But I think going along with that last question, Viserys kept trying to ride the middle line instead of just saying, you know what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to, like, you know, he would flip flop back and forth depending on who he was talking to, because he was trying to keep some kind of peace. He wasn't. What did we call him?
Oh, he's King Squishy.
Squishy.
King Squishy.
But I'm a miss Squishy. I'm gonna miss him.
But because I agree with you. The times when Viserys just put his foot down.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. When he was just like, I'm enough. It is what it is. Things went well.
Yeah.
When he was not trying to appease people. Like literally, when Alicent cut his daughter, he should have had her killed. Like that should have been it for the High Towers. When she ran up on Rhaenyra with that knife. Yeah. The High Towers, he should have just been like, instead of trying to keep this.
Confine the quarters.
Like, no. Yeah. Your daddy gotta go. He's back out. All of y'all leave.
Yeah. Because when he made decisions and put his foot down, he just needed to do that more.
Right. Yeah.
He just needed to do that more and be confident in, no, I said what I said.
But he kept going back on his old decisions, right? Daemon, you're banished. Daemon, come home. Daemon, you're banished. Daemon, come home. Otto, you're out. Otto, you're back.
Daemon is a whole different category, though.
Right, but it's still Viserys changing his mind over and over again because he wants he's put in positions where he's trying to appease.
Mm-hmm.
But he wasn't going to hold a grudge against Daemon anyway.
I'm sorry if you call my dead child whatever name and then you talk about you want to go marry my daughter. Nah, son. Nah, son.
They're brothers. That's a different kind of bond. He wasn't going to hold a grudge against him. I mean, clearly he showed that he wasn't going to hold a grudge against him because he repeatedly let him back in. But what Daemon does at the end, okay, I can't go there yet.
Come on.
I can't go there yet.
Come on.
Okay. Daemon and Rhaenyra show up in King's Landing and they are slighted.
Mm-hmm.
On purpose.
Yep.
But then they go into that room. As soon as I saw that incense, I was like, ooh, that room smells like death.
That room smelled horrible. Oh my God.
Yes. That room smells like farts and Bengay.
I think it's worse than that.
And mothballs.
It smelled like nursing home and entrails
and rotting flesh.
Like I promise you, that room smelled like chitlins.
Oh my God, that's a visceral response. Oh,
when they walked in that room, I had Muppet face the whole time.
And then we see the Crypt Keeper. Oh my God, the thing across his face.
Yeah,
I'm like, they didn't even kill off my Uncle Corlys, and Viserys is still alive.
Wait a minute.
Corlys ain't dead.
Is Corlys dead?
Corlys ain't dead.
Well, no, we don't know this for sure. We believe Corlys. We know he has the boiling fever. He got the blood fever.
Why talk about it and not just flash over to him suffering and show it? He ain't dead.
And I'm fairly certain because Rhaenys doesn't believe he's dead. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why she's holding her husband's line, because she's like, I don't even know if this is a thing. So
yeah.
Uncle Corlys is lying up in a hospital and he's gonna run into Laenor out there somewhere and be like, oh shit. Like, yeah, it's gonna be one of them.
You think they running up in the last episode?
But yet
they
again,
up in with knives.
I'm just saying.
Yet again, another episode where we do not see him, but he is talked about in almost every other scene.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, he is always the most powerful piece on the chessboard. And he has been for a long time.
I agree with you that if he finds out that Damon killed his brother, well, it's gonna be some shit. But
his brother.
Do you think so?
We're not there yet. We're not there yet.
Okay,
you think
we're not there yet. Okay, we're jumping
because we might have to debate that one.
Yeah.
King Chitlins, no.
I was gonna flash it. I'm gonna flash it. So
respect on Viserys' name.
So Rhaenyra and Daemon have an encounter with Alicent about the decor and King. Let me just go to it. And King Chitlins and the level of care of him.
Yes.
And when Daemon is talking about his brother, and I felt that.
If you've ever had a family member in hospice of some sort and they ain't taking care of them, that was that same energy. Like, what are y'all doing?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Daemon is another powerful piece on the chessboard.
Oh, man.
I love Daemon so much.
Y'all, they gonna keep playing with him.
So much.
He's still gonna be back there bobbing like, yeah, say something.
Who's Damon? What's Damon Jr., the boy? The one, the eye patch boy. What's his name?
That's Aemond.
Aemond.
Oh, not that one. I'm sorry. I keep going to the wrong thing. Okay.
Yeah, Aemond.
So no,
Aemond and Daemon are gonna have a problem.
No.
Yes.
Is it Aegon and Aemond and
Helena?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't understand why Aemond looks older than Aegon because he is like there's.
Well, they try. They're literally physically trying to. This is a casting choice. They're trying to pair Aemond and Daemon.
Yeah.
They're trying to make them physical adversaries.
Yeah.
Like they are so much alike.
Mm-hmm.
I got you.
But then they're doing it with casting. But Daemon is that. He's that beast. You're a baby beast. You're not gonna win.
And what? Why is his? Okay, that's. I'm not gonna say anything about his chin, but it's just
he's got booty chin.
That chin lifts 400 pounds. Son.
It's very, very strong. It's very, very strong.
His chin looks like very tight butt cheeks. Just there.
So we have the hearing, the court proceedings.
Yes.
And the hand of the king, Otto, is very comfortable up there on the throne. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I showed the Alicent's children, and this is the crew from Dragonstone.
Mm-hmm.
So the three that she had with Laenor's children. And I can't remember what the Daemon's daughter is. It was Bela, and
it's another B name. She has a B name as well. I can't remember. I can't think of it.
I'll have to look that one up.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. So they're all at the court proceedings with that guy.
He's not going to be missed. He's not. And once Uncle Corlys returns from his illness, from his illnesses, he's not going to be upset that happened.
I don't
because
think so.
Corlys recognized game. He knows the game, and he knows. And Rhaenyra's going to tell him like, look, this what you wanted, and he was sitting up there and he was running his mouth, and then he calling folks hoes.
Man,
wait a minute.
You saw it coming a mile away.
When he said bastards, and he was loud.
He put B like it was a strong B.
It was capital. It was a capital B.
Every consonant.
Your children are bastards, and you are
Like it was very throaty. It was very throaty.
It was very, very dramatic. That whore was dramatic. Like it was. I felt like it was. It coughed.
It was.
Wait a minute. I knew when King Chitlins sat up and he said, "Allow." I knew then.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you messed up. He got a little energy right now.
And when bruh took his last breath on his one good hand to pull out a knife, and he's gonna cut your tongue out. Like I will your tongue for that.
And his brother just helped him out.
Damon was like, we ain't even gotta go there. Let's just stop this right now.
He can keep his tongue.
No, but and I don't think people understand. So back in the day when I was young and in theater school, I took fight. We had to take fight choreography. So I took fight choreography. I don't think people understand how heavy the broadsword is.
Mm-hmm.
That sword is like 40 pounds. So with the ease that Damon swung it, he didn't even use all his strength to take his head off.
No.
It was easy.
Because he's a bad mother. Shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth. Just talk about Damon.
Oh, Marco says the children's name are Bela and Raina.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, no, I thought she was a B too. I thought it was Raina or something.
I thought it was Raina, but I was like, all the names just
are the same. And
we're going to get to that because that's a very important part, that all these names are very similar or the same.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So now we missed the part when Damon says, "Say it." Say it.
The amount of excitement in my body when that was, because it was building up.
I was sitting there like this. I was like, you gonna die, bruh. They gonna kill you. You're not gonna make it out. This not gonna be a trial.
Yeah.
You're just gonna die.
Yeah.
But if you notice, the kids were getting jumped, like they were getting froggy too. Like, what? You about to, ooh, what? Yeah, but daddy handled business.
And then he said he can keep his tongue. And I didn't realize until rewatching it, because I screamed and looked away, that the tongue was still attached to the body.
Yep.
He intentionally did not cut off his head. He cut off at the mandible. Like the thought, like he thought about it.
I love Damon. I love Damon so much.
I love him.
Man.
I do.
Is he an anti-hero? I don't know if that's how
you classify him. Yeah, I think that is a perfect classification. Damon is an anti-hero.
Yeah.
He really is. Because
you root for him even though he's doing bad shit.
Mm-hmm.
But is all his bad shit bad?
No.
No.
Exactly.
No.
So
it's not.
It's like,
I mean, if he didn't cut off Uncle Damon's head, we'd be like, but Damon, where you at? Like,
you're not just gonna call the king's daughter a whore and her children
my niece and my wife.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
None of the King's Guard moved until Damon did something. Like he said whore, nobody moved except for Damon.
And then they, go to seize him, and he was like, "Oh, I'm done.
We good. We ain't got no problems. We got no problems."
They were like, "Disarm him." That was little Allison. Disarm him. He was like, "Oh, there's no need. I cut off the mandible. I cut him above the mandible. We're good.
I'm good.
We're good. There's nothing else to discuss."
And then we have dinner.
This was the Last Supper.
Like it has legit Last Supper feels, right?
Yeah.
It really did.
Yeah. Nobody died. Well, nobody died at dinner.
I thought he was gonna die at the table. I really did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They gave me a little extra step.
When they were kept dancing in front of him, and he was like, like I thought he was one of the times they flashed by, he was just gonna be out. Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, he died suffering.
Mm-hmm.
And everything was going well. Rhaenyra toasted her mother-in-law. Things seemed good. Everyone seems happy. And then Aegon, is it Aegon? Yes, Aegon just had to be Aegon.
Oh my gosh. Talking out his mouth about our sister.
Just keep. This is what I like about Rhaenyra and her children. They got a lot of fuck around and find out in them. They sit back like, I'm okay. All right. Shots fired. All right.
He pounded his fist on the table, and then he was like,
he kept. He's like,
all right.
But
he was
I don't know if they've been practicing. I don't know if they've been working on their sword play, because it felt like he caught him with the right hook again. But I mean, I don't know.
Well, what we learned at the beginning of this episode is that the oldest boy is a scholar. Like, she's raising him to be an intellectual and a high king. She's not raising him to be a soldier.
But Aemond is out there practicing.
Right, because they're being told they're gonna have to fight for the throne.
Yeah. And those two boys looked real shook when he was like, nephews, you want to fight? Like, yeah, they look shook.
Well,
took two of them. My nephews are strong boys.
Oh man, he came with it.
Well, it took two of them to take his eye out when they were little. Yes. He's a little beast, but he's a baby beast.
Is what we call vicious mockery.
They're strong, so strong.
Let's toast. They're strong. Yeah. He came with it.
But the part that I loved, and okay, so I'll go to this section of our conversation. What is the blackest moment in House of the Dragon this week?
I mean, can anything top cutting off Uncle Vaemon? I don't know, because that had real strong. You talking about my wife kind of scenario right there. You said what about my lady? What? My kids? What? Yeah.
Actually, for me, it was Viserys coming down like Bigfoot, Littlefoot. And when he walked up on Hightower and was like, I will be sitting on my throne today.
Oh yeah, I'll be sitting today. We didn't talk about when his crown fell off and Daemon put it back on, like helped him up. Man,
that was beautiful.
I was feeling it.
That was so beautiful.
I don't know how true it is, but I read something today that wasn't planned. It actually, the crown just fell off and they just kept rolling with it and did the thing. I don't know how true it is.
Because Matt Smith is an amazing actor.
Yeah.
Like literally, like the casting every week. I'm like, y'all just got it right. Yeah. Y'all just had it right. The directors they're just getting it right. They're getting the moments right.
So my moment was when Eye Patch Aemond was, bucking and Daemon stepped in front.
Oh yeah.
And said nothing. That was my blackest moment in House of the Dragon.
Yeah.
Well, see, here's the thing. We have to go back a little bit to the court, right? Because when Daemon took that motherfucker's head off, I'm sorry to curse. When he took his head off, they the top of his head, I'm sorry. They panned to Aemon. And Aemon is like, my bro. Like, oh, that's the real monster. All the story, you can see it in his face. He was like, all the stories are true. And when Daemon stepped in front of him, it was like, bruh, what?
Do something. Do something.
If you want to do something, do it. Let's do something.
All he needed was a Newport dangling from his lip. Like, do something.
Yeah, that was my favorite moment.
He has that smirk on his face when he's about to hurt somebody. He always looks excited about it. Like, what are we about to do?
Yes. I loved it.
And can we also say that Damon has gotten so many of Blackest moments from us in this series?
Between him and Uncle Corliss, yeah.
Yeah. He used to be the doctor alone, and he was one of my favorite doctors. People talked about me all the time. You like the 11th Doctor? Yes, I like that doctor. That is my doctor. This is why. He's a great actor.
He's a great actor.
Yes. All right. Was that everything? Oh,
I changed my answer to yours. That was
a Black's moment. Yeah.
That was that. I have to third it. That was very dark skinned. Like that moment had a tan.
Yeah.
That moment had a tan.
Yes. As a teacher in a Black school, I have done that several times.
I have to.
Just saying.
What are we doing?
Right.
What are we doing? Because we're not doing this.
Right. Right.
What are we doing?
Right.
I will allow you to decide where we go from here.
Yes.
I have
loved
had
it.
that.
It was great. Okay. The king is dead. Well, the king is dying.
He's dying.
The deathbed confession.
So he thinks he's talking to Rhaenyra.
Finishing the conversation she started earlier.
Yes.
Right. Years earlier.
No, like before the dinner when she was like, "Are you going to fight for me?" And then she's like, "Is the Song of Ice and Fire?"
Yeah. But Alicent is Alicent.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to use that information in next week's episode.
Yep. Because there's 85 Aegons in this family.
I hate her so much.
Good writing, though. Very good writing.
Good writing.
Oh man, that's good writing. Because you set it up. You set it up early in the season. Don't come back around to it till later on. Call back. I liked it.
And it was such a long episode and such a long death scene.
Yeah.
He died for a long time.
He did. And
did we see the rat? Did we see the rat?
I don't think we did. I
didn't see the rat. I was looking for the rat this week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We did not see the rat.
Oh, we got to go. There's something else we missed. We got to go back to. But we'll finish up with this.
Yeah.
With the death scene and him seeing, he must have saw Emma.
He did.
Yeah.
He said, "My love." Like that's how he ended.
Yeah.
He saw his wife.
That man loved his wife.
Squish.
Yeah.
He loved that woman.
Yeah.
He loved that woman.
And he loves Rhaenyra.
Jade and I were talking. I was like, I mean, that's one of his other decisions, right? Do I try to save the child or save my wife? And I think he messed up on that one too. But I understand why he tried to save the child, because it was the only male child he was gonna get that he thought.
So. Wait a minute. I got Jade is correct this week. What does that mean?
That is called a qualifier.
What does that mean? Okay. Also, there was something else he did on that throne. Oh, when he said, "I'm confused as to why we are here."
Now that was very Black too. I have to say.
Yes,
it was.
That was a very Black moment. Yes. I'm confused as to why we are here. And I have already said this is my heir.
It's kind of like old grandma energy. Like, I don't understand why I'm repeating myself. Like
y'all made me get up off my sick bed for this.
I was watching I was watching something.
I was watching my grandmother. I was watching The Price is Right.
Yes.
And you made me come
in the heat of the night. I was watching the heat of the night. Y'all made me get up.
If I have to get up from this seat one more time,
yes.
Yeah, it was that energy.
Was watching Dallas.
Yeah.
So the other thing that we didn't talk about that happened earlier was Helena's prophecy.
Oh, beware
the beast below the boards, under the boards.
It was either floorboards or boards. I don't remember.
Boards.
So who's the beast?
I don't know. What do you think?
Who was she talking to? Who was she talking to?
She was just talking in the air. Because, you know, she's never talking to anybody.
But what I don't remember exactly where were we in time and space when she said it?
Was it at the dinner?
Yes, I think it was at the dinner. Because it was kind of like real quick. No, you know, nobody even noticed because nobody pays her any attention.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked over. I was like, "Oh, what did she say?" Because this is important. Like this is like I was super excited that she was saying something.
Yeah, I caught that because now I pay attention to her very well because whatever she says is gonna happen. So the beast could be a dragon. The beast could be a person that we're not really thinking is going to be the bad guy or lash out or
What if it is wildfire that erupts from the floors of the castle?
I don't know that we have wildfire yet.
Is there not wildfire yet? I keep forgetting where we are in the timeline of when the Maester started just stockpiling.
200 years before.
I mean, not that time, but before.
Danny's dad is the one that ordered the wildfire.
Okay.
The Mad King. Yes. So I don't know.
I missed another one of my favorite moments.
They introduced new characters this week. Who did they introduce new?
Who
was new? Tony.
Who was new, Tony? Who's new? What were you going to say, Carla, while we're waiting for Tony?
I was just like, when Ma'am got up and gave her toast, and she was like, "Congratulations on getting married. It's not that bad, really. They mostly ignore you. Yeah, they're drunk.
Unless they're drunk." And then, yeah.
Right. And then one of the strong boys, they're just going to be the strong boys, grabbed her up to go dance.
Yeah.
And the Aegon is looking like, what's happening?
My wife.
Well, treat her right.
You've been talking smack about my betrothed.
Mm-hmm.
So here I am. Dancing.
Them strong boys got served when everything went down. That real quick, they got served. Just
they're not.
Head on the table.
Yeah, she's not raising them to like throw hands. She's not raising warriors. She's raising high kings.
Yes.
She's not raising fighters.
Okay, so speaking of, I am not a parent, so I cannot speak to this. But can you not tell as Allison that your children are wild? Like you are doing something wrong here because them children are wild. And
that's not what she cares about.
Legacy?
She doesn't care about that. She cares about them getting on the throne.
Yep.
She doesn't care what they do.
She doesn't care that they're crazy.
One is
she doesn't
sociopath. The other is just ignorant.
Right. Like, but she did slap fire out of him though. He said, "What? It was just fun." What? Like, what?
Oh, man,
you're no son of mine.
Right? She did slap fire out of him now. Yeah. But you weren't raising them. You weren't disciplining them. You were running around, Karen, worried about Rhaenyra and what she was doing with her coochie box. You were not worried about your own children.
Right.
Not coochie box.
That's
it was yes.
Not coochie box.
She was concerned.
The royal coochie box, man.
With the royal.
You will address it correctly. It is the royal.
She was obsessed with Rhaenyra.
She's
still obsessed with Rhaenyra.
And her royal coochie box.
Yeah.
And what she does.
So Tony said that there was a new guy at the beginning, a knight who went away for a minute. And Eric. His name, she called him Eric, and he said, and he said Eric with an E or something. Yeah. It's like, I don't know how you say it differently, but she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
He's the one that was like, there's a situation you need to
you need to go see about this your little rapist, your little drunken rapist.
I mean, yeah.
What were the scores for this week's episode? Do you have that?
Oh, I did not, because I was just excited to talk about it.
All right.
I'm sorry. I failed my job.
That's okay. That's all right. Duly noted.
You can send me to the wall.
All right. So for this week, what is your score?
Desmond?
That's a 5 out of 5. That was a great episode. I was with it from start to finish. I was there. Yep.
Okay, and a 5 from me. Have we had an episode where we didn't have 5?
I think there was
the first couple. We had some 4s and some 4.5s. Like, we've never gone lower than a 4.
Okay.
As a whole, though, this show is good. Like, you need to get everybody watching this show. If they ain't watching it, you need to go, recruit them. What's the word I can never say, Jace? Proselytize.
Proselytize.
You got to get out here. You want us to be zealots for for the House of Dragons.
I do.
Well, me talking about it, my friend Stacy, who hates fantasy things, she was watching it today.
Good.
Now, let me say this. I was thinking about Mickey Ficky, so I hope he's watching, because I was watching this episode thinking there really have not been a lot of battles, and I've been okay.
Yeah.
Like the storytelling. The palace intrigue of it all is really, really holding up for me.
Yeah. I mean, there's enough fighting or sword play where I'm like, okay, we got some of that in there.
Well, all of this was laying the foundation for what's coming next. And what's coming next is the Dance with Dragons. Mm-hmm. So that's going to be the fighting. And I think we're fighting from here on out.
Oh, yeah. It's only 2 more episodes, right? 9 and 10, right?
I think so, but somebody said that there was an 11th episode, but I don't see anything on it.
Ooh, they can't play with me like that. They can't play with my emotions.
I don't know.
And offer me up a secret episode. What?
A question. A real quick question. Laenor's dragon. Shouldn't that dragon know that he's not dead? Like, he won't follow anybody else until his master's dead, right? Like, is the dragon just like, where's the dragon at? What's the dragon doing? I need to know these things.
He's under with all of the other ones.
That's not good enough for me. I need to know. Is he sad? Like, is he like wanting to go out and go find him? Like,
is that the beast beneath the floorboards?
I don't know.
I need to know. I need a camera, just a quick pan over there. What's the dragon feeling right now? I need to know.
Okay. Dragon over there.
So we have a statement from Tony Bagels. 5, King Chitlins carried this home. He should get an Emmy.
The upper room.
He should get an Emmy for that performance. And then we have a question from Richard Critchlow. Is the wall built at this point in the timeline?
No, I don't think it is.
No, all they talk about is when they talk about the song of Fire and Ice, all I recall him saying is that there is the winter coming from the north, is the ominous northern the winter, but they don't talk about the wall.
You know why I don't think it is because in the very first episode, Damon and the Gold Cloaks just started murdering folks that would normally just be sent to the wall. And Littlefinger Jr. was doing the same thing. He had people just in jail that would normally be sent to the wall.
But I feel like that's much older than where we are now because Brand the Builder.
That's who I was thinking
did
of too.
That, but I feel like those guys that were in the jail, I have to go back and watch it, but Littlefinger Prime got them out and cut their tongues off, and they were headed to the wall.
I don't know.
I just did a quick lookup, and it says the wall was built 8,000 years ago.
Yes. So, yeah, the wall has been built.
Maybe the crows aren't a thing yet, or something. I don't know, but the wall is 8,000 apparently years old. So.
Taking the black.
Taking the black.
I feel like it is.
Well,
I have to go back.
No one's talked about it. No, because that was one of the first things I said. First episode is if Viserys wanted to get rid of Daemon, just send him to the wall. But of course, that wasn't going to happen. I'm glad it didn't, because we would not have all the wonderfulness that is my man.
No, we need all the Daemon. We need all of it.
Yeah.
Like I would want to hang out with Daemon as long as he didn't have a sword with him, because I don't know when he's gonna flip.
Oh no, I run with Daemon all the way, because I would never be on that side of Daemon. Daemon is he's not hard to read. You just don't, as long as you playing nice, he plays nice.
I talk shit too much. I
just, him or Uncle Corliss. When Uncle Corliss's blood cools down.
See, I talk like Uncle Vayman at the funeral. That's how I talk to folks.
Just gotta be cool. Damon's not gonna mess with me.
No, me and Damon would be tight.
Tony Bagel says that the crows have been around just as long, right?
I don't know. I stopped looking after I found 8,000 years. So
I feel like they have. But I think our time is up.
It is.
Carla Stillwell, what do you have going on? Where can people find you?
Oh, you can find me on all of the Instagrams, Miss Stillwell 60649, Twitter, Miss Stillwell, and Carla Stillwell on Facebook.
Okay. Desmond, first of his name.
You can find me trying to teach Black folks and people of color some D&D over on Blurred D&D on Discord, and that's D&D.
Okay. The House of Afros, Capes, and Curls, afroscapescurls.com. We have a brand new website.
Yeah,
we have a brand new website. Please enter, because you'll see a big door. And I'm taking a break, but we have a game night on October 29th. So that's what's coming next. And we'll figure out Wakanda Forever. I don't know right now.
I'll be in here. I'll be in Maryland, so we'll just have to talk about it after.
We will talk about that. All right. Thank you all for joining the chat. It was lively. It was great. All the people watching, thank you very much.
Thank you.
On the YouTubes and the Book of Faces. And we will see you next week for episode 9.
Oh, episode 9. Oh,
take care, y'all.
All right.
Good night.
Hey, 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 hey.